Hi, welcome to West. We're so grateful that you're joining in this morning. What you are seeing is the crisis of the day. And you see some little angels that have popped in and are trying to solve said crisis. First, it started out with 2, or actually 3 flat tires, but we have solved that. But now the trailer has no power. If you're worshiping with us for the first time, we extend a very special and warm welcome to you. Today is different. It's a different kind of message. It's not going to be very long. And it's a message in which we are asking you to be Jesus for the community. And I'll say more about that in just a second. But the bottom line is we are a missional church. We're a church that exists to be real people doing real life and loving God in real ways. And part of that means not being focused on ourselves. So thanks for joining in, and we're really grateful that you chose to be here this morning. Hey, thanks for being here this morning. And I know that if you are a part of our digital church or our podcast community, that this is just weird. There's no real sermon. Today is what we call a No Huddles Day. When we founded West almost 14 years ago, we wanted to be determined that we did not make it a church about ourselves, that while we grow and we study and we learn and we are very intentional about our walk with God, that we continually seek to be Jesus, to be the hands and the feet and the eyes and the voice of Christ in our community and in our world. So that's what today is. In 6 days, we'll be having the Back to School Bash. We have 1,300 students registered and more asking if they can register. So we're trying to figure out what to do with that. And this morning for 3 to 4 hours, we have over 100 people from West and the community joining together at Mooresville Middle School so that we can prep for next Saturday. But I wanted you to have an opportunity to be a part of this event, even if you don't live near us. And I wanted it to be something that really would matter. And I thought about having you just, write little notes and send them to an email for the students. And that's nice, but we already have notes. Like I said, I wanted you to do something, to have the opportunity to do something that would truly make a difference. And so here it is. And actually, if you'll hear this and you'll do this, then I promise you will take so much work off Lane and myself and the Bash board of directors, because something that we're really passionate about is telling people thank you. We have so many community sponsors that have donated either in-kind donations like Frito-Lay. They give us all the chips for the event, or Citrus Safe, they give us all the not donuts, wishful thinking, hot dogs for the event. I mean, so many different people donate things. And then other companies, they give us $5,000, $3,500, $3,000, and some give a couple of hundred, but every dollar matters. We have been able to go from I think $5,000 in our Bash checking account to having over $50,000 with $60,000 committed. And so these sponsors have done so much, and this event would not be possible without them. So here's what I'm asking for you to do. I don't care on what kind of paper you have at your home, even if it's on Post-it notes. I mean, ideally, I'd prefer an index card over a Post-it note, but if it's all you've got, I really sincerely am making this ask. Would you write a thank you note or two to our sponsors? We have over 44 sponsors. And if you would include things like we are serving over 1,300 students with new backpacks, new tennis shoes, school supplies, and a fun festival-like atmosphere so that no one has to feel lesser than when they attend this event. They also are receiving gently used books, gently used clothes. And if you would write a thank you note to the sponsor and just say, "Dear sponsor, thank you, blah, blah, blah." And then we'll put in just a quick handwritten, thank you for being a signature level sponsor. But if you would just write a thank you note and tell them the difference that they are making, then we're going to send them this thank you note with a link to the video to watch that will show the Sunday after Bash and show what they made happen. So just write a sponsor thank you note, 1 or 2 or even 3. Send it to the West office, and you'll see that address at the bottom of the screen right now. Send it to us by next Friday, and then we're going to get these thank you notes out on Monday. And hopefully they'll feel so appreciated that they'll be willing to be a sponsor again next year. Jesus teaches us to be grateful for all that we have with all that we have. And so you can be a part of this in this No Huddles Day. Thank you for being a church that is not about ourselves. And may the God that holds all things together pour over you God's love and God's abundance today and in the days ahead. Thanks be to God. Amen.